Hey guys, it's a Heat Dude. I guess I wanted to talk about, and again, maybe I'm wrong about this. It seems like most of Nintendo's consoles, including handheld or home consoles, have been pretty much like all like cartridge based. And again, maybe I'm wrong about this because it literally seems like most of them, like some of them have been, I guess requiring only disc, type only games, and which is like crazy because only some of them versus most of them. Because like, again, like like the PS Vita, no, I guess like it's like the only so far only cartridge based Sony handheld console I've ever played. Like, and again, I only say only because it's like the only ever, because literally the games are like the size of fucking Switch 1 and 2 cartridge games. And it's like, I looked it up, and literally, I literally thought it in GameCube, the Wii, and Wii U are like the only consoles to have, disc games. I'm like, huh? So it's like, again, I guess maybe I'm misunderstanding it because they're saying it's factually incorrect that they're, they only make cartridge-based consoles, which that's one thing I don't understand. It's like, how is that even possible that maybe all that information could be wrong? Because, like, not to mention, it just kind of seems like, and I guess, I don't know, maybe it's from a video I seen that made me think that they were using the same exact technology for the past 40 years, which, again, might be also wrong. So, how is it possible that it feels like Nintendo's like the only company right now that makes cartridge games? I guess maybe it's because of their handhelds that they've been making for the past 40 plus years, even since the Nintendo Gaming Watch, or handheld consoles that they started out way back in the day. They kind of felt like fucking Tiger games, I'm assuming. I mean, the one thing, I don't know, because, well, the Wii, I think, was the first disc-based game console I ever played that I didn't realize had fucking GameCube controller backwards compatibility in it. I'm like, what? I mean, not to mention it even had like an SD card door or something, I guess. I mean, I was like, wow, I didn't realize, the Wii console had that much, that, again, was literally put on the console when it was being made. Not to mention, I didn't even realize this when I had it as a kid, but it had like fucking memory card slots in it. I was like, hold up, what? Not only it had like SD cards you could literally put in the console, but it had fucking memory card slots as well. But I guess thinking, this game console came out during the time when fucking PS2 was still a thing. But even the GameCube, I remember, very vaguely playing it many years ago. With Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction, which, again, I was like, I think, the first ever Nintendo console I did play disc games on with they were like, they felt like mini discs or something. With some of the games I guess that it did have that I didn't really play was, I guess, to a lot of people, they were pretty good. But like, again, I don't know. It's like GameCube, PS2, and Xbox OG were like the first ever gaming consoles I do remember playing. But, and again, Nintendo DS, I guess that kind of paved the way for, a lot of really good Nintendo handheld gaming consoles. But I'm like, I don't know. It's like, I just, I guess like before that, GameCube, also, I played that one as well. And that also took, fucking cartridge games. I guess, it's even the same color as that, because I've had that one for like 15 years. But like, I don't know. I guess it makes sense, because a lot of gaming consoles, you have to literally make them like some sort of mini size while you're literally playing them on the go. Because, you know, you're literally on the go. But, like, I don't know. I just mainly didn't understand the whole point of literally just making everything cartridge based mostly and having only 3 disc game consoles. I mean, not to mention, it's like, you know, Nintendo's is basically just, you know, feels like they're just kind of stuck in the whole handheld gaming era even still, and like they're barely ever making any home consoles since the fucking Wii U, which, I mean, I don't know. I know the N64 had cartridge-based games, which I've never even played. I honest to God never even played an N64 in my life. I mean, maybe I will someday, because DK64, I mean, even though you need a fucking expansion pack for that shit, I mean, kind of makes me want to play the console. I mean, even the NES, which I would be surprised if, I guess maybe some people still play the NES after 40 years. Which, again, I guess, you know, that game console still holds up even after having maybe very little bad games. I mean, even the SNES, which I guess, you know, that was like, when that console came out in the 90s, it was kind of like, you know, an improvement on the graphics and stuff. Which, again, I kind of, I guess, the one thing I do like is they re-released both these consoles and call them the SNES and NES Mini. And it's like, again, you didn't even really need your own cartridges. You just basically play the games that are already on the console. Which, I mean, not to mention the Sega Genesis. I know they had, you know, their fair share of, you know, cartridge games, which, I mean, if anybody, I mean, again, I didn't really grow up in the time when the Sega Genesis was still a thing, because you had to really blow in the cartridge to really make it work or still be able to play it, which I know in the late 90s, I mean, or I guess Sega's last console was just basically the Dreamcast, which became I guess a disc-based game console or something, but I never really played it. But I guess it was like ahead of its time or something, which, again, it came out in 1999, but I don't know. I don't even know why I made this video. It just doesn't make sense to me why most of their game consoles, I mean, except for the Wii U, Wii, and GameCube, are basically the only Nintendo consoles they ever made, which is just kind of insane to me. So I guess leave a comment down below if you guys want to subscribe, share. See you guys later. Peace out.